I stared at pictures for hours to see what happens. I see people in the movies be moved by photography and paintings and have gone, I want to feel that way about art. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be moved by art.
So first of all, you need to know a thing or two about the art form itself to really understand it. And I don't. Like, I know I get excited about videos and like things in videos and films that a lot of people don't notice. Maybe because I'm like actively trying to incorporate those feelings in my videos, or, you know, I just know a bit about the inside of the process.
So in order to feel the feely stuff in those still images, I gotta look, and I gotta look hard.
I might need some help.
Yeah, so I posted a story to see if I know any art enthusiasts, and I actually did, which was cool to ask for specific advice. I asked for advice, and advice I got. I actually came out with a list of things to look at and look for.
So the first piece that I'm looking at is Wheat Field with Crows by Vincent van Gogh. So one of the pieces of advice, one of the ways to look at paintings like these is to see where the painting places you, which in this one is in the middle of a field at night. You can see it's windy and dark and there's no one else there. I feel like viewing it that way makes you feel kind of lonely and cold. Think of what the artist felt was another piece of advice, and in this one the person who sent me this described that Van Gogh's life was full of torment and that he poured all his depression and madness into pieces like this one. The dark sky, the crows flying away, nothing around you other than the sound of a coming storm, and there's nowhere to hide. It portrays the specific feeling of seeing something bad coming straight towards you and the helplessness of not being able to do anything. Go look at an actual painting was another advice that I think almost everybody gave me, which I get, because I mean there's a huge difference between looking at art on your screen versus how it was actually meant to be seen. It's similar to watching a movie in the cinema, I guess. So yeah, that's another good piece of advice, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna go to an actual art museum or something for this video. Yep. There was a whole set of instructions that I was given for looking at art when I went there.
Interesting.
The next piece I'm going to look at is Kiss by Gustav Klimt. Another piece of advice that I got was to watch out for what stands out. You know what else you should look out for? That subscribe button. Yeah. And then the like one. Basically, look for details. Whoever made it, like, intentionally put those details in to express something really specific. Like in this one, I see that the two people in the painting, they're both in like almost like a golden bubble with sparkling golden stuff raining down around them. There's also a difference between the shapes on both of their clothes. One is only with circles and the other one rectangles. The person who sent it actually also described it.
Everything around the main subject, which is the couple that is kissing, is very cluttered, and the background, it's very muted gray, kind of gold. The halo around them is isolating them from the noise of the nature that's underneath them and all the grayness and boringness and busyness of every day. At least that's how I'd see it, and that's how it touches my heart, and that's why this art style is so very special to me.
Another piece of advice that I got was that art isn't always supposed to make you feel stuff. Oh, this goes against my beliefs and I don't like it. This was again one of the things that almost everybody said, and I guess it's different than what I classify art as, because for me it's always kind of been like anything that an individual creates while feeling something for the intention of making other people feel something. And the second part always felt really significant for me. So I'm kind of confused here. So I'm making a video about art and I've got a conflict, which is, I don't know, because for me it's always been a significant. Now if it is that, and if art doesn't necessarily have to make you feel something, what would you define art as?
Interesting conundrum. Maybe art is this wild mix of expression and aesthetics. It's like the emotional roller coaster meets the visual playground. What do you think about merging these ideas for your video? Like exploring the duality of art's purpose. How's that?
Maybe art is the wild mix of expressions and aesthetics. I like that. The last piece of advice that I think is pretty important. It might not be your cup of tea, and that's okay. This was again one of the things that almost everybody, a lot of the advice actually overlapped among everybody, but yeah, you just gotta find what you like. And if you like liking stuff, then you should definitely like this video, and subscribe if you like liking more likable videos.